Transgression cinema is a term or a label that we use to identify a group of filmmakers who originated in New York City in the late 70s and mid 80s. Basically, we felt that there was only one criterion: does it threaten the status quo? We were interested in making movies that were shocking and made people think and laugh at the same time. We were interested in ridiculing authority, and it was basically sort of an anarchistic way of making movies with almost no money. Well, I started making movies when I was 12 years old, experimental 8mm films. Then I made some films when I was a teenager, when I lived in Maryland. And then I moved to New York City and started making films in the late 70s. And that's when I did my first feature film in 1979, which was They Eat Scum. It was a feature-length parody of exploitation films. It was a comedy, like most of my films. And I followed that with Bogus Man in 1980, a film about a conspiracy by the government to clone the president. After that, I did a feature horror movie called Geek Maggot Bingo, and then met some other filmmakers, and they made films in Super 8, and I decided to go back to making Super 8 black and white silent movies, and did a film called Thrust in Me, which I acted in, and I then also made a film called Police State, which was a black comedy about police brutality.
Order. Respect me. You respect me first. I'm the law.
You're just some thug in a uniform.
And you're a motherfucker. You hear that?
You're a motherfucker.
Then into the 90s, I did some more experimental films like War is Menstrual Envy and Ecstasy and Entropy. And I did another one which was a series of screen tests which I called Why Do You Exist? Then in the early 2000s I did a film called Lord of the Cock Rings, and that was a musical comedy and a short film. And I also did a black and white silent version of Thus Spake Zarathustra by Friedrich Nietzsche, in which I starred. Following that, I did a TV series called The Adventures of Electra Elf, which was a G-rated fetish satire series that I completed in 2008. Electra Elf and Flubber, come to save the day. Electra Elf and Flubber, we'll get here soon we pray. 'Cause even though they're small, the villains always fall and clever play. But as an artist and a filmmaker, I feel it's my duty to alert the world to the truth, even though the truth is something considered radioactive and cancerous to most people. Most people would not know the truth if it bit them on the ass. But I think the best way to convey truth now, without getting shut down, is to sort of disguise it as comedy, or and that's what I've done in my films and television productions.
The following is a dispatch from the Orwellian morpho-linguistic land of double-speak and double-think and human acclamation. We're being conditioned, acclimatized, into becoming slaves to this plan called the New World Order.
Basically, the mass media is utilized to brainwash millions of people, usually with distractions.
And the most scary thing that you can imagine is to have a population who is under total mind control, and if it's
personal autonomy, which is being wiped out and made obsolete through the use of computer technology, social networks, and mindless television programming like all these music contests and reality shows that are all fake.
Check it out. People, let me tell you about back in the day. Check it out. When I was breathing fire, scaring misty nights away.
All innovation originates in the underground, and it's not motivated by money, and is anti-capitalist, basically. Each film is a different proposition, I guess. It's really up to the viewer to decide what it means. And I like for people to open their minds up to what they're seeing, and just try and experience what it is.
In his first starring role, Kai-Tek Zedd, plunging into a portrayal of haunted pursuit with uncanny conviction. Written and directed by the inimitable Nick Zedd.
I'm influenced by the world around me, the people that I know, the things that I've experienced in life. So the influence is everything that I see and hear. Bad taste is where the best things happen, where the innovation occurs, and I like amateurs, and I think professionalism destroys creativity.
You spineless, perverted parasite! You killed my mother! You raped me when I was 8! You turned my sister into a heroin addict and my whole family into a row of corpses! You, Mr. Wizard, are an obscenity on the face of this earth, and the viciousness of your crimes can only be avenged in one way, on the surface of my super deluxe outer space turntable!
No!